And now, let's head over to the Trail Appliances kitchen.
Well, as we approach Thanksgiving weekend, we have some inspiration for those with an abundance of apples or those who are about to go shopping. Registered dietitian Emily Mardell is here with some healthy recipes that you can put on your table for your family and for your guests. Emily, there are a lot of varieties of apples out there. Honeycrisp's a favorite for you. Why is that?
Absolutely. Well, in our household, bigger is better. You know, my son Remy absolutely loves Honeycrisp. They're crisp, obviously, because of the name, but they're tangy and they're just so wonderful for baking. And right now they are in season, so they're perfect.
Now's the time to go.
Yep.
Perfect. So you've got this salad in front of us. Can you tell us about this salad you constructed here?
I mean, again, apples, they're accessible, they're affordable, they're versatile, and kids already like them, so it's a great way to kind of, you know, get them familiar with something and then try something different. It's also a really easy way to elevate any dish. So besides the fact that they taste delicious, for me, they really bring a lot of other nutritional benefits that you might not think about. So an apple a day, who knows, right? Maybe the old adage is true, but the reason I like to use them like this with the peel is because that's where the prebiotic fiber is. And the prebiotic fiber is what fuels and feeds the probiotic fiber in the gut. So really great for gut health, really, really awesome to have kind of at the dinner table in any salad. And this is super, super simple. We're gonna double down on the apple flavor and make an apple cider vinegar. This, or vinaigrette, pardon me. This has some Dijon, has some maple syrup, so we're going full Canadiana kind of on a plate with this. Yeah, absolutely
that sounds
delicious.
good. And then that's easy to assemble. You can just dish that up whenever you need to on the table.
Pumpkin seeds, dried cranberries, like you have to slice an apple and an onion and then you're good to go. So even if guests are uninvited and they show up, you can pull this together. You can throw this together, I promise.
Okay, great. Now let's also move on, because you talked about nutrition in the salad. Maybe end off the meal too. Apples being so of the season right now. What else are we working on?
So always looking for ways so the kids can kind of get involved, but again, minimal chopping and that sort of thing. You could make the crumble ahead of time. So crumble, crisp, you know, whatever your family calls it. In our house, we tend to call it a crumble. I like to do a couple things to kind of elevate the topping. Always use a whole grain oats. I like to use some like almond meal, like an almond flour, just to cut the actual flour that's in it, even though that's needed too, and some crunch, either from some nuts or seeds or dried fruit, something that's going to give a little bit of texture. So bring it all together. I like to use a little bit of maple syrup, some spices, that sort of thing. And I used some olive oil this morning, but don't tell my grandmother, because she'll say, if you made crisp without butter, I might not talk to you for a little while, so don't tell her. But here are the halved Honeycrisp apples, again, with the peel for that prebiotic fiber. And I'm just going to get you to top them here with the crumble mixture. You're going to put this in the oven. I would encourage you, I gave you kind of a pretty dinky spoon.
That's okay. I can just keep it on there. That's no problem. And this is great, because this is kind of just like an individual setup here.
Yeah, absolutely. So like imagine like little ramekins or even like little small like cast iron skillets, that sort of thing. It would be lovely. But this is the kind of thing that I would really encourage you to make ahead and then top and then bake while your guests are here. Just like the toasted pecans that go on top of the salad. Just something that kind of like gets the senses, gets everyone involved, you know, and just like they can't wait to get to the table.
It just fills the house with that aroma all through the meal. That is good stuff. Emily, thank you so much for being here. Always great inspiration, using what's already all the way around us. You can find more from Emily by visiting choosefirst.com.